everyone, and welcome back to the Nook podcast. I'm your host, as ever, Peppermint8, joined once more by the Obsidian Nook, who is busy doing other shit as per usual. Why don't you say hello?
Hi.
She said it. Anyway, she's remembered this time that we are now under a new name and not the old.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the cat's playing with one of your diamond art tools. Anyway, we are back. We are doing a horror film that you had not seen before.
I've seen a few clips.
It's one of those you've seen the clips of online. Yes, from the TikTokies. But it's one of those films where you hadn't seen enough where you wanted to watch it immediately and didn't have all of it spoiled like you usually do.
It's not something I'd watch, personally.
But yeah, it was something she watched. Oh, bless her. We'll get it out in a bit. Oh, that's gone. Anyway, we are of course doing 28 weeks later because we are not paying, what was it, 30 odd quid for a copy on DVD?
Yeah, or 6 something off Amazon.
Something like that. In preparation, of course, for in a couple of weeks' time, 2 exactly, as of the day of recording, for 28 years later. Minor spoiler for our review schedule when that comes out. But yeah, we'll do this second one, the first one, in a few days. We'll rent it off Prime because I'm not paying like 60 quid off Amazon. But yeah. So we're doing 28 weeks later, the bigger budget, bigger death sequel. Amelia has not seen the first one. She was just sort of dumped in, but she was willing to watch it. She seemed genuinely engaged.
Well, it helps that the whole house.
Yeah, but we watched it as sort of a recap, if you wish, and for you to have any idea what the fuck is going on. Because obviously, as I said, you haven't seen the first one. But yeah, it's a big, fast, not zombie movie. I don't need to explain 28 weeks later. Everyone knows the franchise by now. If you don't, how? Or your name is Amelia, and you're blissfully unaware of the world around you. Pretty much. You just see sunshine and rainbows, don't you?
Really?
Yeah. Not in England, you don't. But yeah, of course, this film is fucking depressing.
Well, it helps that there was that renewed again.
Jeremy Renner.
Sure, I recognise the girl, blonde hair, glow
I don't know. Tammy. I don't know her actual actress's name, so forgive me. This isn't like the old show where I go into too much detail of names and shit. But yeah, you got Tammy, you've got the boy, Sam? No? Andy? That's the one. You had Scarlett, the soldier lady. You had Doyle, played by Jeremy Renner, who is Hawkeye, who gets absolutely annihilated in this film. Robert Carlyle, all sorts of big... Oh, Imogen Poots. I don't know who that is still.
Yeah, I'm just... because it's annoying me now that I recognise them.
Oh, Green Room. That's dark, that film.
I know exactly where from Fright Night, because I remember Mum taking me to see that
God, that looks awful.
on day one of release, because David Tennant was in it and there was only us 2 and this other woman in that.
Black Christmas. Didn't know they did a 2019 remake. That's probably not good. Anyway, yeah, it's a big British cast with a few Americans in there as well, for good measure, just because it's set in England and America continues to be the world police.
Very British.
And obviously Jeremy Renner by some Hawkeye, the Avengers, yeah.
Sorry, this is like boring to you, but I'm having...
She's having to go back to the early days of our show. Yeah. You know him from a lot more like lower budget random shit. But yeah, this film takes things up a notch from the first one. It's hard to talk about it considering we haven't reviewed his Knuckles. Idris Elba. Sorry, she's going through the cast list and now we're all getting distracted. And Zootopia, he was the bull. He was the chief.
Oh my god, and Dory.
Yeah.
My mind's being blown.
Anyway, so yeah. So this film is probably best known for its absolutely like balls to the walls opening, where the house gets destroyed all within a space of about 10 minutes. Not even that. And Don, played by Robert Carlyle, being a cowardly... I don't want to say he was a coward. I mean, would we all realistically say that we would stay behind against, like...
I want to say the right answer. Yes, but then...
This is the UK, we've got no guns. You've got fight or flight, and considering as he escapes the house, there are dozens more that come running. You wouldn't, as we see in the film.
That was the well-known clip that was going around.
Yes, the opening of him running from the house, being chased by so many fucking shaky cam zombies. Yeah. So Don, obviously, is an absolute piece of shit, to say the least. Admittedly, you can't blame him for abandoning his wife at the start when the infected come. But also the government needs to be blamed as well, as I mentioned. Because of course, it turns out his wife survived because she is asymptomatic.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to give her the...
We won't spoil that. We'll give that choice at the end, but I agree.
No, sorry, I keep hearing something like... It sounds like something under the bed.
It might be tiny, she might have flung a fucking thing under it. Yeah, but you threw two down there, didn't you?
I have a feeling this is really off topic and I'm really...
You might want to look at the mic when you're talking.
But all these diamond art pens, you know how I keep collecting them and then away?
You keep kindly donating them.
You know, I had the lollipop thing at one point and they were all under the sofa.
Oh my god, the chub chubs, yeah.
I have a feeling this is going to be the new where we're just...
I mean, at least they're getting put to good use and not just piling up.
She likes them because they can roll around and she can pick them up and like throw them in the air, kind of thing.
Bless her little concert.
Oh,
it's me when I move. It's us sticking together in order to record, because we record using an Xbox headset, which is why the quality is up and down. And we stick together because we have to be both close enough to the mic. Because if we had a budget in this day and age, we would be able to have a setup, but no. Instead, it's just a Discord bot. Anyway, so Don basically causes the second outbreak once or at least London is declared clear of infection. Because remember, these aren't zombies; they're infected. They're just people with a virus, so they will starve to death eventually. So, of course, she survives being infected. Somehow, I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are at the start. They're in a cottage in the countryside, and somehow she gets back to, like, civilization back in London. So, the kids escape, find her, the military find them, bring her back to study her, because, you know, how is someone still alive? She's an asymptomatic fucking hell. An asymptomatic carrier, thank you, because of her genetics, which her son also has. So, they bring her back. Don, who is a janitor, has full access to everywhere. And he is able to get into the area where they have quarantined a person who is clearly bitten and infected. Somehow he is allowed past. Thanks, government. America is amazing. So, of course, because of how the infection spreads, blood and saliva, he gives her a big old smooch, which is the first thing you want to do in a quarantine area with someone, regardless of if it's your wife, is give her a big old kiss on the lips, even though he should know that she's probably infected. So yeah, as you can imagine...
But I don't think he knew at that point.
Yeah, but surely he should know. If they've got her tied down to a fucking gurney...
Yeah, but he didn't, because they didn't even know about the asymptomatic.
That she was a carrier?
Yeah.
Yeah, but still...
I'm sure... The one who I googled about...
Tammy. Oh, the doctor, Scarlet, yeah.
Yeah, Scarlet, because I'm sure Scarlet's... We haven't...
Yeah, but... They had seen the bite and the fact that she wasn't showing infection. They should have at least had a guy on guard duty in case all of a sudden this woman went fucking ballistic and was infected. Admittedly, she had it when they cleaned her down. I don't know how they didn't see her bite wound when they washed her. But, yeah. So, of course, this starts the outbreak. Don becomes our weirdly intelligent infected that absolutely eviscerates this woman, plunging his thumbs into her eyes, which is grim, as well as just beating the ever-loving fuck out of her. And then there's loads of POV shots of him just mauling all of these soldiers. And what does the government do? Let's put all of these vulnerable people in a single room together and hope the infected don't get in. And because Don has a telepathic connection with his son, he manages to track him down and infect a whole load of other people, which kills basically everyone in London, including like most of the military, through fire bombings, gas attacks, infections. And Don survives all of these like containment things because he's smart. So yeah, along the way, loads of fodder people die. There's that scene in the field with a helicopter that just shreds all those fucking infected. That was...
I wouldn't say graphic, that was...
It was grim, but it's just like... I don't know if realistically a helicopter propeller could survive going through that many bodies. Without hitting...
It's really bad for that other guy where the just like, because this other guy was with this group and then he just...
There's one dude that made it really far, and his name was Sam, I believe. He came all the way from the city and was like, fuck it, I'm taking my chance.
And then just to be flung into the infected.
I mean, he was probably infected anyway. There's no way all of that blood didn't get in his mouth or any of his, let's call them orifices. It's just a horrible word, but that would be like his ears, his mouth, his nose, his eyes. Like, he was probably infected anyway, but the fact that he just, like... Does it kick him off? Does he just fall?
I think he fell in the end after, because he hung on for so long.
He held on for all of that, just getting sprayed.
I don't think if I remember...
He definitely fell off, but I don't know if... Might have slipped. Still, well done to him, but... I don't know how that guy made that far, but he was in one of the best scenes of the film. So yeah, along the way they lose a load of fodder. They lose Doyle, who gets incinerated. I mean, I love me a practical fire stunt. Up until the subway, on the way to reach the guy in the helicopter, where, of course, they have their final confrontation with Don, who uses the gun to beat the ever-loving fuck out of Scarlet to death, and there's a weird moment where they get the scope. And she can because Tammy picks the gun up, which has night vision on it, and just points. She's like, "Oh my god, it's Scarlet!" And then there's another shot where she just pokes it even further into her face. But yeah, ultimately she saves her brother, who of course is also a carrier now, and they fly off to Paris, which is also infected.
And then we have a cliffhanger for an ending.
Yep. Will it be answered in any of the upcoming trilogy? Probably not. Let's be real. Cillian Murphy's back for one of them from the first film, but I do not know if anyone else will come back. It won't surprise me. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait 2 weeks.
Well, literally, it's a week. It's next week.
It's the 20th. It's 2 weeks today. It's the 6th today.
Shut up.
Yeah. Maths isn't your strong suit, is it, babe? Yeah, it's not my fault I've got a disability. Victim card, more like.
Fuck off.
But yeah.
I didn't ask for all the.
Oh. Wish I could DIE.
What's that?
Die.
Oh.
Can't spell either. But yeah, it's.
Throw some bullshit like another hidden disability at me.
You're
I
like,
didn't
what's
know.
DIE?
Like,
The door.
Like I've got moderate learning dis. So I thought you'd found.
I've got a
something
victim
else.
card.
Fuck off.
I wish I could LDIE. Ladie. Yeah. God, we've gone off topic again. This is why I insisted on renaming the show, because otherwise it's just like, what's the point? It's a review, plus we like sidetrack on the random bullshit.
Again, that's due to my LD and new possibility of an ADHD or something.
Anyway. So yeah, I'd seen this before. I do really enjoy this film. I love me a zombie film. If you've seen our other reviews, I don't think we've actually done that many zombies. Zombies is a big fucking like favourite of mine. I've got a whole fucking series of books that I've got to do that are not zombies, but kind of basically are. But that's that massive stack of like 8 books. That's gonna be fun. Anyway, yeah. It basically takes it makes everything, it turns everything up by like 100, but doesn't lose that sort of horror factor of the original. The original is more low budget, but this is like, holy shit, everything has gone fucked and everyone is dead, except for like 3 people in the end. It's depressing. These films are sad. The third one's going to be depressing as well. I know it is.
Again, it helps that there's a massive cast to do, I reckon.
And the new one will have that as well.
It makes it
Yeah, we always say that. It's always good to have a cast of people you actually know. But yeah, what did you ultimately think in the end? Was it everything you've ever wished for?
my favourite. I didn't know.
It was grim. You're not really a fan of like zombie stuff though, that much, are you?
Oh,
No. But yeah, I really enjoy it because I'm a sucker for lots of people getting eaten.
and the best kill to
I mean, the best kill can easily go to his wife.
yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that just get shot in this film. I mean, eye stuff is always horrible. Like, the eyes is just grim. It just, the extra, like, stuff of just beating the ever fuck out of her is just the icing on top. But I think the worst kill, we made this rule with Star Wars when we covered that, me and Morgan, and I will reiterate for this. When there's a film where there is a big number of people dying, it would be unfair to give it to a nobody that just gets shot in a crowd, you know? So I think giving the worst kill would probably have to go to Scarlet. I think loads of sort of POV shots of just like the gun smacking her in the face.
I was generally hoping she was gonna get out alive.
It did sort of seem like a last minute decision to kill her, you know? Because it's like right at the end and then they kill her off and it's like, oh, okay. And very quickly. But yeah. Other than that, I don't know what to say. Any last thoughts you want to give off before we wrap this up? No. I think we need to do a happier film in between these 3 films in one franchise.
Well, I believe.
This is a bonus. You'll have your choice next. Hopefully we'll get one up in between now and when we do days, because it's Friday now.
Oh yeah. We can do High School Musical too.
Why 2, not the first one?
Like, I always prefer this.
Yeah, but you've got to start from the beginning, unless you've got no choice like us, because we don't want to spend 60 quid. I'm all in this together. Yeah. So hopefully we'll have something a bit happier in between. I think we'll try and throw in some happier films. Not yet. We're not doing it yet. When we run out of films to do, we'll do High School Musical. When we get through every other like million films that exist in the world. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what else to add. You've got nothing else to add? No. Alright, I'll end it. Fine, fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I'll do my outro first. I've been your host as ever, Peppermint that 8, joined by the Obsidian Nook woman thing that I live with. I nearly said the Nova Nook. It's not even that late. It's 11 o'clock, but still. But yeah, I've been joined by her, whose links you can find in the description down below, alongside all of mine. And we will see you, hopefully, for something happy. Otherwise, we will see you for 28 days later. Bye-bye.